Medfit Rehab founder Joanne James is a medical exercise specialist. Medfit Rehab, restoring strength and movement, making a difference in people's lives. 647-259-5481. Columbus Center, Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com. Is staying healthy becoming too expensive with personal trainers, gym memberships, massages, and supplements? Then Joanne James, medical exercise specialist, and her dedicated team have exciting news for you. Imagine a healthcare plan that saves you money on personal and group training and gives you premium access to medical professionals. That's what Medfit Rehab can offer you. In the Columbus Center, Dufferin and Lawrence, call today to learn more. 647-259-5481, medfitrehab.com. Hi, Joanne. How are you this morning?
I'm great, Zelda. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Great.
How to exercise safely if you are obese. Now, you will see people at the center, at the Columbus Center, who probably have just started a program and are exercising. But for some reason, after a certain period of time, just a short period of time, I don't seem to see them again. Is it safe to exercise when you're way overweight?
It is safe to exercise, Zelda. It just depends on what you are doing, what activities that you've chosen. You made a very interesting observation that sometimes you get people who are obese that do join a facility with all the great intentions, but what happens and could or potentially happens is that they get discouraged because, people are staring at them. They get discouraged because they're intimidated by the atmosphere. Nobody's out there helping them, giving them a little bit of support, showing any interest. They don't choose the right programs that are best for them. And, they just don't get that kind of support that they need to get going. Now, you can exercise, but again, they don't have the knowledge to kind of choose the right activities that are good for them. And that's what we do at Medfit. We try to, when we get a person that's obese, we look at, first of all, overall, what happened, how they got there, and then we look at how we can help them reverse what's happened. But we also look at the challenges that they have. Again, the gym, the equipment's intimidating. And, some of the equipment they don't fit into, like cardio equipment, recumbent bikes, the seats are too small. So there's a whole bunch of issues with the equipment that discourages them. They also may have joint issues, knee issues, back issues because of their weight. So certain activities like jumping, twisting, turning, those kinds of activities may be hard on their body. And, there may be not appropriate equipment for them to actually use. So there's a whole bunch of factors and issues that actually discourage them from exercising. And that's maybe why you don't see them after several weeks. Now, that can happen with your regular, average, everyday person, too. But with the obese people or people that need more attention, need more focus, they should see somebody who knows how to work with them.
Yeah, as you were saying, it's somewhat, I don't think anybody looks at them intentionally thinking, oh my God, you're overweight. They usually think, wow, I'm so happy that you're finally here and that you're doing something about it. But I'm assuming that when they're with you or Michelle or whomever at Medfit, you're going to do it privately. You're going to...
Absolutely. Zelda, you'd be surprised how cruel people are.
Yes.
And I don't mean to be mean but there are people, that's why they stop coming. People stare at them. They say, why are you here? You're too big for the equipment. You're going to damage the equipment. People have made very mean and awful comments to people. Now, there are a group of people out there that appreciate the fact that they're there and they're rooting for them, but they really do have to put up with some negative comments and feedback from people around them. So you're probably one of those people, along with people that would encourage them. But there's a lot of people that are quite mean. So that's the reality, Zelda. And that's why when we work with obese people, we work with them in private. We have a private room for them because we realize that they would prefer the privacy so that they can feel more comfortable. Now, if somebody wants to work out in the general public, we don't have a problem with that either. But we always start off privately until we understand this person, know what they can and can't do, and we've educated them so that they feel more comfortable about what they're doing. And that's just some of the programs. That's one of our programs that we offer specifically in our programs, yeah.
Well, I think that, it's hard enough for someone who's overweight to really decide to make a difference. And when they finally do, they don't want to have anybody's prying eyes on them. They want to feel that, they're doing something good for themselves. And so I think that coming to Medfit Rehab would be the answer, and getting them on the floor eventually once they've lost enough weight that they feel comfortable, not anybody else with prying eyes,
Good points. Very well said. Very well said. We're there to help them any way we can, even if it's just to give them a consultation and get them on their way. But they need, very specific education on how to exercise so that they don't injure themselves, so that they don't make any of their joint issues worse, and that they accomplish what they want to accomplish, which is, to just drop some weight so that they feel better about themselves, fit into their clothes better, and, ultimately they have a more healthier life, period. They're moving towards optimum wellness, and in that way, they meet their goals, and they become happier people as a result.
Once they've made that initial phone call or that initial meeting with someone in your organization and yourself, of course, then you know that you have to give them all the respect in the world, because it's not easy to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I've got to do something about it. I want to live a healthy and long life.
Yeah, no, you're very right. They know what they need to do. And, some people are quite comfortable with where they're at. We don't have a problem with that. In fact, we can make you fitter. Even though you have a lot of fat on you, we can make you fitter. And that's better than being fit, or that's better than being fat and unfit. We can at least make you, if you're still fat, because that's how you are, we can still make you fitter. We have a whole talk about that in the next few weeks.
Okay.
Can you be fit and fat? It'll be a very interesting topic.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks,
and we'll
Zelda.
talk tomorrow.
You have a fabulous day.
You too. Bye.
Okay.
Joanne James, founder and medical exercise specialist of Medfit Rehab, will improve your overall health through medical exercise. Contact Joanne James, 647-259-5481, Columbus Center Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com.